We welcome you back to Toast N Jam, weekly podcast presented by Valley City State University from the Rhodes Science Center, second floor, where you'll note the bird egg collection. I had a few minutes. I had a chance to look at the eggs.
You're perusing the birds?
And the birds, the hawks, eagles, ducks, owls, pheasants. If you haven't seen the collection here yet, you got to do that, okay? I'm Tim Ost. You can call me Toast. And here he is, Paul McDonald. You can call him Jam.
Call me anything you want. Just don't call me late for dinner.
Well, we knew that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Getting a little January warm-up. Do we give you credit for that? Or
No.
All that hot air?
No.
Hope your holiday
That has
season.
nothing to do with that.
Hope your holiday season was a good one, and we're off and running. 2026. Hard to believe already. Had our 100th show last week. We celebrated with some Pizza Corner pizza. Compliments of our good old friend Glenn. Well, that was good.
That was very good.
Yeah. The manhandler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Glenn.
Thank you, Glenn. Appreciate it.
Checks in the mail.
Yes. It's always in the mail, isn't it?
It is.
Our guest today is Valley City Public School Superintendent Josh Johnson. Josh, hello.
2026. It's hard to believe.
Wow.
That's scary.
Where's the time gone?
I know. It's almost
Just
unreal.
Seems like last
Doesn't
week it was
seem real.
2025.
I know.
Yeah, thank you guys, and thanks for the opportunity to be able to join you here at beautiful Rhodes Science Center, VCSU.
Before we get to Josh, let's get a little rundown on some of the local sports, Paul.
Just quick boys and girls basketball for the Highliners. Of course, took most of the holidays off. The boys last night a tough one, losing to Lisbon 61-58 at the Hack. Couldn't hit free throws. Yikes!
It's kind of a lost art nowadays.
Yeah, they can shoot it with from 22 feet with someone's hand in their face, but then standing 15 feet away and nobody's standing around, they just can't seem to put it in. But now they get right back at it for the boys. They're at the BCT this week. They're the number 2 seed, defending champs. They'll take on Enderlin this evening at 6 o'clock at the Bubble. Games will start at 3 o'clock this afternoon at the Bubble, Mayport CG in Richland.
Is that Calvin Kraft?
And that's Calvin. He will bring in the Enderlin Eagles, and they will be, again, that's a 6 o'clock start time for that first game tonight. The second game this afternoon will have number 4 seed Lamar Litchfield Marion and number 5 Maple River. And the last game of the day, Barnes County North and Wyndmere Lidgerwood. And kind of an interesting tournament because Richland cannot play on Friday. And so Hankinson, who's ranked 3rd in the state in Class B, is going to come in and take that spot, and they will play wherever Richland was supposed to play on Friday, and Hankinson will take that one spot.
That's interesting.
And that'll be. I'm interested to see Hankinson play. Very good basketball team, again ranked number 3 in Class B. So we'll see them coming up here. The girls, they are taking on Lisbon tonight at the Hack. That's kind of tough when you got to split the crowds, but that's going to happen here tonight with the girls. And then they got Central Cass coming up here on Friday in Region 1 play for the Highliners. Rumble in the Red went on last week for the wrestlers. Just the girls were there for the Rumble in the Red. That's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, wrestling tournament, high school wrestling tournament in the state, not in the country. And the Highliner girls were there. Of course, Highliner girls wrestling, what a great story this is. They've got enough wrestlers to fill out weight classes. They got something like 17, 18 girls in the wrestling room. So it's a growing sport in North Dakota, and the Highliners right there really are on the cutting edge with girls wrestling. Of course, they're going to probably have 2. Well, they already have 2, Miley Christensen and Deacon Kirschman. No other girls wrestlers in the state have over 100 wins, and they're going to probably end up with 150 by the time they're done this year.
Okay.
So that's going to be something to keep an eye on for the wrestlers. Viking men's and women's basketball after the holiday break. They were home this past weekend with Montana State Northern, and the women dropped a 76-70 decision to the Skylights, and the men lost 82-75. Then 2 dandy games on Saturday. The women lost to Providence on a buzzer beater, 67-65. The men picked up a big win, 88-80 win over Providence, got themselves back on the winning track for Coach Montgomery's crew. Now they'll be hitting the road. They got Billings in Billings on Friday with Rocky Mountain, and then Helena on Saturday with Carroll College. And then they're going to come home for a nice little 5-game homestand, so they'll have a nice stretch here in January at home at the Bubble. And so they will be on the road this weekend. And lastly, we have indoor track the Vikings will be back at it January 17th for indoor track. And that's what's going on for local sports.
Don't look now, but spring is not that far away.
No,
Huh?
no. Baseball, we're a month away from our first baseball and softball games, too, for college.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Other sports quick, like the FCS championship last night. What a game. Illinois State almost pulled that off.
Montana State did it, the Bobcats. So there's a few people I know in town that are happy, that are Montana folk, that are that were more.
Vegan, the NDSU player,
Yep.
coach now. And
Central Valley, Buxton, I believe, is where he's
yeah,
from.
Yeah.
Yep.
Local boy.
Yep. It's kind of neat to see.
Well, again, Illinois State, they thought that win over NDSU was kind of a fluke. Well, it really wasn't, because they had to win 4 games on the road to get to that championship.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And Vikings talking point would be J.J. McCarthy. As we go into next year, what are they going to do?
Well, the talk of Joe Burrow coming over is heating up.
Oh, is it?
That there's the hot stove is going on right now, and I could see. Here's my dream. Send JJ to Cincinnati, and then we get Joe Burrow. Maybe send a couple of good defensive players, because then you get Burrow and Jefferson play together at LSU.
Okay. Well, there's a little match there, but you know what happens on those deals.
Yeah.
JJ will turn into a superstar.
And then be gone.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
Hey, again, our guest today. By the way, this is Toast N Jam. We're presented by Valley City State University, and always fun being here in the Rhodes Science Center. Again, our guest today is Josh Johnson, Superintendent of Valley City Public Schools. Before we talk school, we need to get a report on last week's ice fishing in Devil's Lake. How did that go?
The fish are safe. We made the decision to kind of keep them where they're at, and so
Let them grow a little bit.
Yeah, spent a lot of time on the ice. Enjoyed fishing with family and friends, and just took time observing the fish swimming by and not biting hooks.
Well, living in Devil's Lake, when did you start ice fishing?
I didn't take up ice fishing maybe with the passion that I do right now until after I was done with my hoops career way back when at UND, and so after that, I guess I needed to fill some voids in my life, and thought fishing would be something.
Do you still watch UND basketball?
Yeah,
keep an eye on them.
Yeah, absolutely. Got a big win last week over SDSU, and I was going to comment. I was cheering for the Hawks last night in that FCS championship game. They weren't playing,
right?
But keep an eye.
A different kind of hawk.
Yeah, keep an eye on the transfer portal, and I think Coach Schmidt is doing a great job after year one, and excited about where he's going with that program.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Quarterback's in place there. Is he in place?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
he
I
did
believe
a
so. Yeah,
nice job this year.
Yeah, they're filling some spots.
Well, let's go to the school thing here. How about an update on the new school? Where are we at?
Yeah, we look forward to sharing that excitement. It's kind of been a hurry up and wait game for us a little bit. The excitement of the referendum passing in June, 62.73%, and then we went deep diving into the design part of that process, and have been doing so for about six months or so. That should wrap up here at the end of February. That will transition us into that bidding phase in March and April. Look to break ground, have a groundbreaking ceremony in May, and construction will start May, June. And so we're looking forward to being able to get renderings out to the public, sharing designs, showing some of that exciting the detail. Of course, the new 312 school will be connected to Jefferson Elementary on the north side of Hannah Field. That replaces Washington Elementary, which will be closed and sold down the road. District office closed, sold, and then moving out of the existing high school. And so everybody all on one campus, K-12, connected together with Jefferson Elementary. And so it has been intensive. The design process has been intensive. It's exciting. It's fun to think about the future. A lot of engagement with our staff members, getting input and feedback, meetings with the city and others as well.
I know there was an issue with the theater, and where are we at with that?
Yeah, the activities are an important part of our school district, and theater is as important as athletics for us as well. And so part of the referendum, part of the replacement of the existing high school was whether we keep that 1946-48 part of the school or not, which includes that theater. And right now, the early indications are that it'd be too cost prohibitive to be able to keep that section of that building, investing millions of dollars into a 1948 building to bring up to code, fire code, ADA accessibilities. And so we're hopeful that, tracking bids, and we have a plan that if not when the school opens up, that subsequent years down the road, that we'd be able to add a theater auditorium onto that new school. In the meantime, part of that conversation is when do we demolish the existing high school? So hoping that we'd be able to keep that theater going for maybe a year or two. Otherwise, we have other alternative options as well that we're going to look into. At the end of the day, we know that we're not eliminating, we're not getting rid of, moving on from the theater program.
Okay, very good. Looking at a timeline,
Yep.
What's next
Yeah.
in this timeline of the process of having a new school?
Yeah, so the design phase will wrap up here in the next 6 weeks. We'll jump right into that bid phase, which will be March and April. We'll be super excited to have a groundbreaking ceremony in May, and then our public will see the excavators, the groundwork happening end of May, June, and from there it's about 18 to 24 months is what has been told to us, the construction timeline. And anyone who's built the house, renovated, we know that there's variabilities within that as well. And so we're saying right now, Toast Jam, that we're going to move into that new school no later than August of 2028. So that's 2 years from
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years out from the start of this next school year, and it could be sooner than that. If it's 18 months, again, that's a conversation that we're going to have. But that timeline moves relatively quickly, as we know, as we sit here talking about 2026.
Yeah, and Mother Nature has a lot to say about that.
Sure,
right?
it does. Sure, it does. Sure, it does.
Well, let's talk student numbers. Where are we at right now for Valley City?
We started the school year with an increase in our enrollment above what was projected, and so that was great news for us. A lot of families moving in, various different reasons. Some students coming back from some of the surrounding school districts as well, and so we had plus 20 students above what we had projected. So at about that mid 900s number, 950 is where we're at. We've dropped some students over the last 4 or 5 years. And so it's good to see things kind of steady off for us this school year.
Well, let's look at the direction of schools in North Dakota. You have a new boss.
Yeah.
That is Levi Bachmeyer.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to talk to him?
Yeah, Levi's great educational leader. I think will be a great representative in that position, leading the state of North Dakota. And my time with Levi goes back many years. When he was working with Governor Burgum as an educational advisor. And so look forward to the interactions. Superintendent Bachmeyer is going to be coming out here to Valley City, visiting our school district on February 11th.
Okay.
And so
That's what he said. He was going to check every school district out, right?
Yeah, so we're on the list and look forward to that. And that will include an opportunity for Superintendent Bachmeyer to be able to get in the classroom, as he mentioned, meet with our staff, school board, some community leaders as well.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the first half of the school year. I know that there's always challenges. I mean, every year there's challenges, but how would you sum up the first half of the year?
I think some highlights to really emphasize. We started the pre-K program up at Jefferson Elementary. Principal Becky Govin, 2 teachers that we have, Becca Burnson, Kayleen Marthaler. They have 25 4-year-olds. That was a new program that we started this year, helping prep pre-K students get ready for school. So the impact of that has been really positive. It's been exciting. Activities. I think one positive that maybe sometimes we often overlook is the amount of opportunities that our kids have to participate in activities. And to emphasize, activities are not simply athletics. Activities include the fine arts. They also include those co-curricular activities as well, robotics being one of those. And oftentimes when people come and they visit our school district, could be accreditation, state visits, just individuals coming and looking at enrolling in our school district, just compliment us about the number of activities that we offer and opportunities for kids to be able to be involved beyond the regular school day.
We still act like a Class A school.
Yeah,
we offer all of those things.
We do.
That some of the Class B schools don't offer.
Yep.
And we're still Class A mentality.
Yeah, our staff does a tremendous job of taking on those those opportunities to be able to make sure kids are engaged. And we just know the success rate of our students increases from an attendance, from a grade, from a behavioral standpoint, success beyond school when they're participating in activities. And I think with that, it also brings that it brings more people to town. Frankly, you talk about the BCT tournament. We hosted girls at VCSU a month ago. Now it's the boys at VCSU. Earlier this year, we had a volleyball tournament in September. Then we had the volleyball regional tournament.
Right.
We have the boys and girls wrestling region tournament coming up here in February. We have girls basketball region, which is going to be at the Bubble coming up as well. We had the wrestling holiday tournament, which had like almost 1,000 wrestlers, Paul.
Between 2 days.
And that's great for Valley City.
It's wonderful. And so back to your point, Toast, about kind of that Class A mentality. We are very much an anchor school of the schools of our size, Class B, and positioned extremely well to be able to host all of those tournaments in this region.
I know we try to improve on things from year to year.
Yep.
What things are you stressing on improvement?
Yeah, attendance post-COVID, that has been an ongoing challenge for us. That's been a priority for our school district. And so tracking that closely, having very frank and crucial conversations with parents and students about the importance of being a life skill to come and show up and to be in school and how that forwards going on beyond school, showing up for a job and being prepared and ready to work. Choice Ready is a big topic of the conversation for the last 5 or 6 years for us about making sure that our kids graduate and they're ready to be productive members of society, whether that means going on and continuing their education in college, 1, 2, 4-year type of programs, where they're going to go right into a career field. We've had students that have had internships in high school that graduated on Memorial Weekend, and on Tuesday literally started their career having had those internship experiences, and then students that are heading off into the military as well. And so that's continued a big priority for us. And then as far as the academic specific is continuing to increase our reading numbers, math numbers, those students that are proficient, grade level, and then helping those students to be able to get to those levels and advance as well. So those are just some of the priorities of our school district continuing. We recently had an accreditation visit in December, had great response and feedback on that review. So just a few things that are happening so far this school year and keeping us on our toes.
A lot of excitement in the sports end of things. Girls volleyball taking second at the state tournament. The new 3-class system has been good for Valley City.
I think it has. Coach Claybo.
And you're one of
Coach
the
Claybo.
authors of that.
Yeah. Coach, the basketball plan, evolved into creating a volleyball plan, which made perfect sense. And again, I like to remind people, Toast N Jam, that if not for a 3-division plan, Valley City would be Class B. And so we'd be competing against those smaller schools that, again, we experienced that same imbalance when we were competing against Cheyenne and Davies. And so I think volleyball and basketball, again, we're where we should be as far as the competition, the size of schools that we're competing against. And again, volleyball is a great example of that. I think there are successes of that. And so it's been a good thing.
Okay, heading into the basketball season now. Tell me if I'm wrong here. They are rated on a point system, right? Okay, so let's say the girls go to state and they finish high at the state tournament. Would that mean they would have to move up?
No, there's been some
or how does that work?
Yeah, so the plan has evolved since my time on the Activity Association board, and so there is accumulation of success factors, and I believe that's over a several-year period. And so our girls have had some success the last couple of years. We've been in the state tournament the last 2 years, and last year won it. And so with that, then whether you win the state or you participated in the state tournament, how you finish, then there will be accumulation of that. And specifically, I don't believe that if we win this year, for example, we would move next year. I think it'd be a couple years out.
My question too, though, let's say the girls program is successful and would have to move up.
Yep.
Does that mean the boys would have to move up too, or is it just the girls?
Each program being handled separately, and our girls have been super successful, and Coach Howard's done a great job. Our girls have put a lot of time and effort into their work in the off season, and the success showing for it.
Cycles. It's all about cycles, right?
Sure
I mean,
it is.
Sports is like life. I mean,
It
you have
is.
your ups and downs, and
Yeah, boy,
we
have
had
some-
our downs.
Yeah, we have some talented girls right now. You think about the successes that they've had,
Yeah.
including tennis, volleyball, basketball.
Yeah.
Right now for this group of girls, and the boys have work to do, continuing to put time in and across the board, and so challenging them likewise to, the work it happens outside of the season.
Yeah,
it
it
really
does.
does, and you got to get the weight room. You got to get bigger, faster, stronger. Others are, and numbers again, increasing the numbers that we have participating in those programs too.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And wrestling, of course, very successful over the years as
Yeah,
well.
that's
And
right.
speech. Wow,
That's right.
speech team has always been good.
It has, and the speech team, this year is again making that transition from Class A to Class B, not having the 3 division, and so again we'll be following closely the speech team. I think a lot of anticipation, expectations, if you will, like you said, Toast, just having had a very, very successful program over the years.
Yeah.
You have a budding politician at Valley City High School with Mr. Haas right now. If he doesn't go into meteorology, if you go on Facebook and follow Carter Haas, he's doing some marvelous things with Student Congress and really being a voice for the kids in Bismarck right now.
I just chatted with Carter this morning in the hallways, and he's very actively involved. Last year, he testified in the legislative session, provided some great comments about the importance of school facilities, and he shared his excitement with the upcoming speech season, and that changed from Class A to Class B, and he again made no predictions on the finish, but he said expectations are high for the Highliner speech team.
Well, I tell you what, I'd like to take about a fourth of that excitement. I mean, he's a ball of excitement, which is fun to watch.
Yes.
When back to academics, Josh, dual credits has really become a big thing now where high school students are taking college courses, sometimes in their junior year. So by the time they graduate, they've got a lot of college credits under their belt. How has that changed the education system, too, with those dual credits?
Jay, let's go back 4 or 5 years here, and there's some kudos shout outs that we have to give. Dual credit, for those that don't know, students in their sophomore, junior, senior year of high school can not only earn high school credit, but they can also then earn college credit. And so that college credit then transfers when they go off to college, and they've already accomplished then those credits, oftentimes the generals.
Yeah.
So they're oftentimes, again, advancing their pathways. They pay those credits in high school at a much reduced cost, so there's savings there. And so for parents' standpoint, it's saving on college tuition, college costs. Kids are graduating college at a faster clip, oftentimes moving into graduate programs. Really, again, this goes back, Dr. James Bowe, VCSU here, Christy Brandt were really the catalyst for this dual credit program that we have at VCHS, which continues to be state leaders in the number of credits that are offered for our students. We absolutely could not have the program that we have in place without VCSU.
Yeah.
That partnership is as strong as it ever has been, and the support that VCSU provides for Valley City High School is, again, just unbelievable. I don't know that. I think when you have something in place 4 or 5 years now going, I don't know that we always appreciate the opportunities with the number of credits. Example, my alma mater, Devil's Lake, my nephew, I know for a fact that they don't offer as many credits. And so for our kids to be able to have that opportunity to, if they so choose, to again, get credits at a reduced cost, and then to be able to advance their education and have that challenge while they're in high school as well is just tremendous. And I'd be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to our teachers at Valley City High School, are the ones delivering those courses. So they've gone back, they've increased their education, gotten their master's degree as well to be able to teach those courses.
Awesome. Very good.
Thanks, Jam. You really set up a softball on that one.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
I'm here to make things easy for you. And if I'm an employer And I see on a resume a student or an individual did a lot of dual credits. And there's some discipline there. There's some initiative. That's somebody I'm going to want on my team at a company, in a corporation, and down the road.
Absolutely. 2 years ago, we had, I like to give the example, we had 2 different students graduating in high school. My son went on to UND with 20 plus credits from VCSU. And so the cost savings associated with that advancement, just in his class, also walking across the stage, we had a student that had completed the internship through the Cheyenne Career and Tech Center. Local company hired that young man up. And again, for the same reasons that you just talked about, Paul, is that, that internship, they saw his work ethic, how committed he was, and, graduates 2 days later, full-time employee, and the salary, the benefits that young man received is just, again, tremendous. So I think, again, education's changed, evolved over the years, maybe, since the 3 of us were in school a few years ago, but for the better. And our kids just have tremendous opportunities, and still at the end of the day, they have to be the ones to take that initiative. They have to be the ones to choose. We talked about attendance. They have to be the ones to take that initiative and do it, and we're here to facilitate them, support them, and help guide them to that success.
All right. Very good. Josh, thank you. Appreciate you being in here and giving us an update on Valley City Public Schools. Always good to hear from you.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for inviting me. Thanks for all that you guys do to promote VCSU, Valley City Public Schools. Valley City as just a great place, a great community. And again, I just shout out to everybody who's instrumental in our community and bringing about the positive and the good, and helping to bring about good energy to our community.
You got it. You can stick around if you want, or
Thanks,
if you have
guys.
to go, you can. But today in sports history, quick like, 1976, Ted Turner purchases the Atlanta Braves for a mere $12 million.
For a mere $12 million.
Of course, back in 76, $12 million is what? $1 billion now? Who knows?
Yeah.
On this day, 1994, U.S. figure skating champion Nancy Kerrigan is attacked by Tanya Harding's bodyguard at the U.S. Championships in Detroit. That was ridiculous. On this day, 1998, Don Sutton selected to the Baseball Hall of Fame, great pitcher. 2015 Hall of Fame, Randy Johnson, Pedro Martinez, John Smoltz, and Craig Biggio are inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Sports birthdays today. A few. Early Wynn was born on this day in 1920, passed away in 1999. Baseball Hall of Fame pitcher. Cy Young Award for the Indians. Did he coach for the Twins too?
He might
Early
have.
Wynn,
Early,
70s,
very early
yeah.
on, yeah.
Yeah, or even the 60s. On this day, 1937, Lou Holtz was born. Notre Dame, Minnesota,
South Carolina,
Jets. He could probably still coach.
Arkansas. He
could
coached
still-
at Arkansas.
He might get a job. There are a lot of openings in the NFL. Nancy Lopez, born on this day, 1957, is 69, American golfer. And on this day, 1961, Howie Long was born, broadcaster, football player. Those are birthdays. Oh, and on this day, 1975,
I can't believe this.
TV game show, Wheel of Fortune makes its debut on NBC, and it's still going.
It's still going 50 years.
Oh, that's ridiculous, huh? Wow, that is pretty incredible.
Chuck Woolery and Susie Stafford, the original hosts.
The original, yeah. Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry, I know that.
Joke of the day from the granddaughters up in Minot, and then we'll get into our next guest.
Yeah.
Joke of the day from the granddaughters in Minot. Stay put here. You got to hear this.
Uh-oh.
You got to answer this, okay? How did the cow feel when it struck out every time when it came to bat? How did the cow feel when it struck out every time it came to bat? Josh, any clue?
No.
An
I don't know.
Utter failure.
Oh, boy. Just like that joke.
All right, that's enough of that.
Enough of that.
Josh, you're ready to
Yeah,
to
you're
go.
excused.
Class is
Yes,
dismissed.
you're
Yeah,
excused.
class is dismissed.
Class
Okay.
dismissed. Speaking of great VCSU and Valley City Highlanders students,
Yeah. Let's bring her in here.
come on in, Alyssa. Come on in, sit down, and
Oh, yes.
This is
Okay.
you go. I know you've got something.
I've got some intro on this stuff. Okay, here we
Okay.
go. Listen to this list.
Okay.
Talk about go-getters. Alyssa, welcome.
Thank you.
Alyssa Thomsen, VCSU student who does sports videos. She also is the Valley City Public Schools photographer, and she has her own business. What else do you do?
A little bit of everything. I'm also the yearbook advisor for the high school, and
That's pretty awesome.
yeah, you kind of covered it all. That's kind of what I do, though.
Do you have any spare time at all?
Not really.
Or a life?
She does
Try
have a
to.
life.
Try to, yeah.
She
Okay.
tries to anyway.
All right, very good.
I guess the first question, Alyssa, that I have, and you and I've chatted a lot about this. A student, a full-time student, and you have the photography business. How has that been balancing the two things out for you?
It's definitely been a challenge. Yes, for sure. But it definitely takes just a lot of organization and a lot of calendars. I feel I have too many sometimes. We're looking at my desk when I have a lot of calendars out, and my friends kind of judge me sometimes. But they're like, you know what? That's how she keeps her life organized, so that's okay. But just writing everything down and making sure I have everything in order and blocking out enough time for everything and organization, prioritization.
How do you do on texts? Do you return a text right away or do you wait?
I try to return them right
Okay.
away.
There you go.
She does.
Okay,
She's
okay.
pretty
Very-
good because I know I've had to reach out, and she's been pretty good.
You're busy,
Yeah.
but you do take the time to return a text, which is cool.
Which is a good business.
I know a
move.
lot of people that don't know how to do that.
Photography. I think your dad kind of got you started, but what really got you into being a photographer?
Well, my dad definitely started it as he grew up doing pictures, and through 4-H and everything, he's always been a photographer. And so I got into it through yearbook, actually, which led me into the advisor position as well. But I started taking pictures for yearbook and really loved it, and my dad helped me along the way. And so it's all started with sports, and then my love for photography grew into my business, which now grew into seniors and couples and now weddings. And it all just kind of was one thing after another, and a passion that grew.
Business major?
Yes. Well, I was a business major and turning into a marketing.
Okay.
So a little bit of both.
Okay. And you do a lot of videos. We're talking about sports, but you do a lot of stuff with the marketing department here on campus, don't you?
Yes. Yes, I work for the marketing department doing videography work and live stream work, and lots of ways to expand my creativity as I grew up doing photography only, and then once I got to college grew into the videography world, and that was just a very new fun challenge that I loved.
You always wanted to do this?
No, definitely not.
Oh, okay.
Growing up, I always was elementary education, just elementary education all the way up until high school, and then got into photography probably my sophomore year of high school,
Okay.
and didn't really think it would really go anywhere. It was just a hobby at the time, or just something I did for yearbook. And then I started selling my pictures, and once I ventured into the seniors and doing more of like the lifestyle photography, I'm like, okay, we're making a business out of this. Like, maybe this is something, but I didn't really like trust myself to go full time. And so I still had that elementary education degree that I was going towards to have something to fall back on, kind of thing. But then photography took the lead in my passion and my love, so that's where I'm headed now.
If you love what you want, if you love what you're doing, keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know sometimes when you first start out, it can be a little rough as far as financials, but it'll pick up. It will. And I'm sure it has already.
Are you hoping to get a studio?
I have one in the works right now. I do.
Okay.
Yes, so it's a little renovation project that I've been working on for the past few months, and something a little behind the scenes, but it's been a really fun project. A little more work than I originally thought, but it's fun work and I love it. So
Cool.
maybe we'll be open soon.
Knock on wood. And you too, you did, we were talking dual credits here, and I think, did you do a little bit of that too when you were in high school? So, I mean, you're probably only in your second or third year technically of college, but you're probably close to graduating.
Yes, I am. So I definitely did all of the dual credits that I could in high school. My junior year of high school, I was basically a full-time college student, full-time high school student, business owner all at the same time. So it was very exciting. But I love that was an opportunity that I could do. And it was more of like a challenge that I could do in high school as well. And so, yeah, I am farther along in my college career because of it.
Would you consider yourself a perfectionist?
Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, yes, I am.
That's a good start.
That's a good start.
Yeah, it is. That's awesome. Very good. Anything else?
Well,
Paul?
it's just now working for Valley City Public Schools as well. You do photography for them. Did that kind of just morph? You said you were with the yearbook. Did they come to you? Did you go to them? How did that kind of that marriage get going?
So I was in yearbook all 4 years of high school, and I really loved it. And I was like one of the main leaders my junior and senior year. And our advisor was leaving my senior year, and so it kind of opened up an opportunity, and they really just reached out to me. Mrs. Brandt was still principal at the time, and she told me that this was an opportunity that I should jump on. And then Josh Johnson also reached out to me and was like, hey, would you want to do this? And I was like, well, I'll be around the area because I'm going to college here, so I know what needs to be done. I might as well jump on it. But so, yeah, it's been different going from a member to an advisor, but it's been fun, and I like that role.
Go.
I was going to say, how has social media helped you as far as grow your business and get the word out there that Alyssa Thomsen has a photography business?
Extremely, especially like in any photography world for a business. I feel like social media is just the main way that you reach out to people, and it's how I find other photographers. It's how people find me, and it's been major changer.
Okay.
And we're talking about tennis. You're part of that state championship tennis team your
am.
senior year that went 18-0. So you had a chance to be a state champ too. Is that one of your fondest memories of your high school career?
Yeah, it was kind of like towards the end, I guess, because I was like kind of out of high school at the time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's definitely still a core memory and definitely a highlight of my high school career.
Cool.
All right. Keep doing
Wonderful.
what you're doing, all right?
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Much appreciated.
You can see her pictures all over. I know that she did Times Record and, all of her stuff she does here at VCSU. Just go to the VCSU social media for VCSU Athletics and also just Valley City State University, and you can see her videos. When we get some wins, we're going to get some wins now. I got a
Yes.
feeling, and you're going to have some great videos. And that, too, that you love sports. Is that something, too, that really has helped you because you love sports? You're not like, oh, I got to go to a game tonight. You're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, there are definitely times where I'm like, oh, another game, or I have 4 games this week. Oh my goodness. But then I get there and the atmosphere is so fun, and like even like state competitions are my favorite, and I just love the sports atmosphere, so it's really fun, which isn't really something like I grew up loving. Like I wasn't a kid that went to all the sporting events growing up. But then in high school, and then just being behind the camera, I just love the view that I get from down there and just like the opportunities that I get. And so my love for sports have definitely grown over time.
You mentioned 4-H. Were you in 4-H?
Yes, I still am. I'm
Okay.
4-H, 4th generation 4-Her, was in it since I was 5 and still in it as a state ambassador and volunteer. So
Ever had to milk a cow?
no, not that kind of 4-H stuff. Definitely more into like the static projects.
Okay, so, all right. And we won't call you an utter failure either.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
Oh, that's terrible. Okay. Alyssa, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah. We'll be looking for bigger things yet.
Look for that studio to open up
Yeah.
and have those.
What
cool
would you call it? Or do you have a name for it already?
Not really. I've been mainly on like the renovation stage, but I'm kind of just Alyssa Thomsen Photography Studio right now.
No, we got to come up
basic.
with something.
We'll come up with something.
We'll come up with
We'll
something.
get there.
with something.
Yeah. And it won't even cost you anything. We'll come up with it, okay?
Perfect.
Oh, great. There we go. There we go.
All right. Alyssa
Yeah.
Thomsen, thank you
Hey.
so much for joining us.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. Well, that's all she wrote for another Toast and Jam. Paul, anything that you have
Again,
on the table?
Spotify, Apple Podcasts,
Yes.
you can find us. And again, when you go to those, make sure you subscribe, like it and subscribe. And then every time a new episode drops, you'll be notified. Valley City State YouTube as well. So there's lots of opportunities that you can enjoy us in toastandjam.com, where we have our last 100 episodes, and now we're at number 101.
101. Just a silly millimeter longer.
Or so, yeah.
Something like that. Hey, thanks to our guests again, Josh Johnson, Valley City Public School Superintendent and ice fishing pro, and Alyssa Thomsen, VCSU student, sports video operator, photographer, and business owner, and many, 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 many more things.
Many more.
All right. And Mark Potts, thank you for running the board back there this time. Appreciate that. And again, Glenn from Minneapolis, we thank you for the pizza. We'll do that again too, by the way. Toast and Jam is broadcast from the Rhodes Science Center, presented by Valley City State University. Till next week, Toast and Jam saying bye-bye.